Jean-Francis Sampaore. And just to also note that IC is supporting 2 projects in the ECOWAS region, as Mr. Ambassador understated, which is one has to do with water energy for increased food security and socio-economic development, promoting clean cooking solutions and solar technology. And the other, which has to do with Nigeria, 3 countries, Benin and Senegal, is the regional pilot project on circular economy transition to clean energy circular economy through the optimization of energy-intensive value chains in high-impact sector. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to read a statement from Mr. Jean-Francis Sampaore as written. Although not present, let me recognize the Honorable Minister of Power of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Commissioner of the ECOWAS Commission, and also, of course, the President of the ECOWAS Commission, Director here present of Renewable Energy at the Ministry of Power, the Spanish Ambassador already making a statement in before. We also have here represented the President of the Nigerian Cassava Grower Association, Madam Mustafa Banako. Thank you for coming. Also to you, representing different ministries, agencies, Department of Government, Diplomatic Corps, also a representative of diplomatic embassies and development agencies. I am delighted, ladies and gentlemen, seeing ECOWAS Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency, ECREEE in short, that our relationship with the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is yielding positive outcomes and concrete project activities such as this. This national consultative workshop is a testament to the joint commitment to better the lives of our people in the region. I am particularly delighted to see a broader spectrum of sector participants in this workshop, from development partner spanning down to private sector actors and representatives from ministries, department, and agencies of government, which no doubt will enrich the outcome of this August gathering. My sincere gratitude to the Federal Republic of Nigeria Ministry of Power for co-organizing and co-hosting this workshop on behalf of ECREEE and our project funding partner, the Spanish Agency for International Development Cooperation. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. I want to seize this opportunity to thank RC for supporting the implementation of projects and ECREEE's activities since the creation of the center in 2010. This project is part of the broader implementation of ECREEE's 2023-2027 strategic plan, which directly supports the achievement of ECOWAS Vision 2050 and the 4x4 objective that has to do with inclusive and sustainable development of the Commission with focus on energy infrastructure. We know energy is an enabler. Let me also thank a national focal person at the Ministry of Power, and particularly Mr. Dina. Of course, he was not able to be here, but also represented here. We also want to thank Dr. Sunday for representing the ministry. As you know, the ECOWAS region is faced with twin challenges. Challenges that has to do with addressing energy access and climate change. This national consultation will contribute to defining pathways to scale up intervention on energy access and energy productive use, especially in the context of a region where rural electrification is about below 10%, and the overall electrification in the region is below 50%. This trend, ladies and gentlemen, you will agree, negatively impact the regional programs aimed at fostering socio-economic development, attracting foreign investment, providing basic social services, and achieving the sustainable development goals, especially goal number 7, that has to do with sustainable energy for all, but also energy for productive use. Ladies and gentlemen, access to renewable energy, you will agree, and sources to transition to clean energy circular economy through the optimization of energy-intensive value chains in high-impact sector is an imperative to accelerate sustainable development in our region and Nigeria in particular. Nigeria, as in most West African countries, livelihood and socio-economic performance depend predominantly on agriculture, you'll agree, and livestock activities, contributing considerably towards the GDP of member states. And that accounted for employment of about 70% of the 450 million people within the ECOWAS region. Providing energy as an enabler for agricultural activity is therefore evidently a value proposition to ensure food security in Nigeria and resilience to challenges of climate change in the agricultural sector. Cognizance, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, of the role that energy plays in circular economy livelihood and lives of our communities, ECREEE, with support from IC, is conducting sector-specific baseline studies. And these sector-specific baseline studies include, of course, 6 countries in the region. And Nigeria, as you say, adopting solar technology to support clean cooking, agricultural sector, promoting clean cooking solutions in schools, but also supporting value chains, most especially in the agricultural sector. Ladies and gentlemen, adhering to ECREEE's development approach, which essentially has to do with espousing the ideal of stakeholders engagement to ensure inclusive national ownership in the conduct of our baseline studies and selection of value chain, hence the need for these national consultations. I therefore sincerely hope that during the plenary session and also the technical session, participants, you coming from different stakeholders, will contribute to the outcome of this workshop and make meaningful contribution to ensure that indeed this workshop achieving contributing 3 main outcomes. Number 1, identify Nigeria country-specific value chain, analyzing and validating those proposed value chain, scoring using a tool that a consultant that I also want to recognize from ASEAN Foundation, Mr. Cohen, and his team also represented by Ms. Seminori. Number 2, agreeing on intervention site for the deployment of renewable energy technologies. And lastly, but not the least, validating the methodology that the consultant will use in conducting country field data in analyzing and enhancing the gap analysis. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, it is my fervent hope that the outcome of this workshop and the entire project itself will enhance livelihood, improve income source of rural communities through the deployment of cleaner energy solutions across identified value chain. Together as a people, and with support from IC, I am sure will contribute in a little ways to achieving commitment to a just, fair, and equitable society in Nigeria as a flagship example for the ECOWAS state. I thank you and extending best wishes for the outcome of these national consultations. Statement on behalf of Mr. Jean-Francis Sampore.